Hello, I'm Sister Georgine Fink, and I was born in Toledo, but I now reside in White House, Ohio, with the other sisters. And Christmas to me has a magic all its own. And part of the magic is in colors. Not just red and green, but any color just seems to shout out. And especially I wanted to shout out to the wanderer, one who throughout their life, throughout the past year, has forgotten that Jesus is the magic in our own lives. Christmas songs. Songs often bring back memories of what we had when we were young. And that has a magic for the wanderer to bring back the joy of what Christmas is trying to do to our souls. There's a magic in Christmas memories. We think back of the joy we had with friends and Christmas when we were young, took sleigh rides, did all kinds of nice things. And also what we talked about as far as religion was concerned, and which the wanderer has given up on. But think back on those beautiful days. And finally, the magic of bringing new life. What's my life like right now? What do I want the magic of Christmas to do for me? And maybe that's what the wanderer needs, is something. What is it that's missing? Christmas will bring it if only we listen to the magic that Jesus has put into his beginning life and make a new life for the wanderer too. God bless.
I'm Sister Rose, Sister Mary Rose Bernard. I'm living at White House at the Sisters of Notre Dame Center there, and I would like to talk a little about the magic of Christmas, what it means to me. Since I've been spent 47 Christmases in Papua New Guinea, I think this is going to be the flavor will be a little different than from the sisters in the States. So when I think about Christmas, in the early days, we'd see the people coming down for the midnight mass. They lived up in the mountains all around, coming down for the midnight mass, which was 7 o'clock in the evening. And but it was dark out, and you could see all these lantern lights coming down the mountainsides. It didn't matter whether it was raining or not. They were coming to Christmas Mass, midnight Mass, and to celebrate one thing, Jesus' birthday. That was the biggest thing in their minds. They're coming to celebrate Jesus' birthdays. Mothers carrying their little babies and having other little ones hanging behind them, all coming down together. And so they'd come for the midnight Mass, and they would get in the church that we had at that time in the early days was a bush church. So they'd be sitting on the floor in the sanctuary all around the nativity scene, watching Jesus and pointing at him and talking in between. And then after Mass, then they'd sing Happy Birthday to Jesus. And so as the time went on then, that was the big thing that they did. That was the only thought. And on the next day, on Christmas Day, they would be coming to Mass again. It wasn't that they had to come to Mass, but it's Christmas Day. It's the day of Jesus' birth. So they all came back down for the next time for the Mass and celebrated again. And the rest of the day was celebrated with their families, with the whole community, all the tribes, the extended families, all together. Everybody enjoying one another and having a wonderful time together, just celebrating the birthday. No presents, nothing else like that, just celebrating Jesus' birthday. But as the times changed, and we did build a bigger church because we couldn't manage with the one we had. Then the children could no longer sit in the sanctuary so close to Jesus. But as soon as the Mass was over, all these little ones would run up the aisles, get special places around Jesus, just stay there and watch him and talk to one another, point to one another, and celebrate Jesus' birthday. Usually in the offertory procession, they carried up a birthday cake for Jesus. And then after Mass, the priest, it was his job, but he eventually got the women to do it, cutting it little pieces so everybody could get a piece of Jesus' birthday. And the whole day was just a wonderful time of celebration. And those are my thoughts now as I celebrate. Well, of course, the celebration here is a little bit different, I know, but it will be with a family yet. It will be with our extended family. And that's my privilege to be able to celebrate with them too, bringing the joy of Christmas, the joy of birthday of Jesus, and thinking of what a magnificent time that is for us, celebrating with one another as one family.